everybody, and welcome. It's been a while since we've had some baseball here on the channel, and today we're getting back into the Road to Glory series here on ESGNet plus LP with Deshaun King, the little brother of DeMarcus King. Of course, you can check out his brother's Road to Show on the main channel over on ESGNet, but here on ESGN plus we have Deshaun King, and he is with the Brewers. And let's take a look here at the preseason. Pretty decent preseason here for the Brew Crew. Is 17-7. They finished up the Cactus League there. Did a great job. And of course, Deshaun had a pretty decent preseason himself, as he was pretty impressive there. Of course, coming off of a MVP in the World Series, and of course a Rookie of the Year honors there for him. And a lot of people there in Milwaukee are thinking, hey, do we have the guy to help us get to another World Series title? And of course, I was not expecting him to win, or that team even to win the World Series title that first year, him being called up to the majors, but he did. And now the question, of course, everybody wants to know, can this phenom do it once again here and help bring this team here? There you see his numbers there in those games that we played in the post or in the preseason there. 71 at bats, 7 runs, 22 hits, 7 home runs, 20 RBIs there for him. He had a .310 average, so hitting pretty well above average there. Of course, he was like that all season long. On base percentage at 306, slugging at 648. So he's got the same numbers that he had from last year when he came up. And of course, everybody is hoping that he'll battle stay hot. He will go out there and dominate the center field position as well as the plate this season. Take a look at the guys here. We got pretty much the same guys that we had from last season, with the exception of Ian Happ, of course, a former Cubby, now up with Minnesota. We're now with us in Milwaukee, and of course we got a couple of guys that we've called up from the minors who are playing here this season. And of course, we got pretty much the same pitch stat that we had last year that helped us out there. Of course, Brandon Woodruff, of course, our ace, who's going to be playing. Freddie Peralta, of course, taking over there. I think Peralta actually got demoted there from being from the ace to now to number 2. And then, of course, there you see the rest of those guys there who were playing for us last year. But not too many. We didn't make a huge splash, at least for what I can tell from the off season. We didn't make any big, we didn't sign any big players there. We renewed, obviously, Deshaun's contract. Take a look here. We start the season off here against the Yankees, and there you see, of course, Aaron Judge, Carlos Stanton, of course, Suarez there. That's a dangerous 3, 4, and 5 hitting lineup there. Cabrera. So they got a pretty, obviously, a decent roster there, of course. They got Rodon, Cole, Savaro, Torres, and of course Schmidt. Excuse me, all there pitching as they usually do pretty well. So we'll see how the Yankees do here, of course, with their huge checkbooks that they like to throw around and say that they're the best team. But unfortunately, last year we were the best team, and we're trying to be that way here this year. So we're back home here to start off opening day here in Road to the Show here. And of course, it's a long road here, and of course we're going to try to speed it up as much as we possibly can. I think last first season we played as Deshaun, we actually went by pretty quick. Obviously, we're going to skip around some series. I'm even thinking about doing some possibly, and I'm not guaranteed by this, but we'll do some live commentaries, but also maybe some live streams from time to time here on the channel for that. And of course, that all depends on my schedule, as I do have a full-time job. So we'll try to get into that as best we can. Of course, coming around the corner, we'll probably have another Road to Show character here on the channel when MLB 25 come out. Last year I did not buy 24. There was just too many things I didn't really care for. And with sports games, you kind of really there's not too much of a change. I played my buddy, I borrowed his game, and I did like the Negro League aspect of it. It was the second year they had for that. This year seems really interesting, but yeah, I think this year I'm going to pick it up and be able to play out. I miss playing baseball. I did play some excuse me, occasionally during the off season here. When I'm playing other games, I do occasionally get I jump on here and play a couple of games, exhibition games, just to kind of just sharpen up my skills a little bit before recording episodes like this. So we'll see how things go. And of course, usually with my roadshow players, we usually have a pretty slow start, and especially coming off a World Series win, I really don't expect us to play too well here with Deshaun, as he is not swinging the bat very well here in this one, as he's now looking at a 2-2 count. So there's 1 on, 2 out. Rendon here trying to get the big dog out, and he is going to be able to do so as they leave 1 stranded there here in the bottom half of this first. So no score there, but a runner does get on board there. But we'll see how things go here. So bottom of the third coming up here for Deshaun. And like I said, he had a pretty great season last year. And like I said, put up some pretty good numbers for the season. Of course, did very well in the playoffs. Of course, he wasn't a huge impact in the playoffs, but he did have his moments there, and he was one of the kind of the catalysts to have that World Series run that they did in that first season. As we'll see here, pops this one up here. This is going out to shallow right field, and this should be an easy play. No problem there, as Milwaukee will get 1 run. As now we'll see what the Yankees can do for themselves here on their situation now. Yankees have not scored yet a run here, as we're in the bottom half of the 6th. Sean up to bat here, taking the pitches here. And of course, some episodes, you'll see episodes like this where we'll see pitch by pitch, just with him, because showing you guys how patient I am in a lot of ways here. My buddy, friend of mine from college, he's like, I don't see how you can be so patient. He's like, and I tell him, I'm like, dude, you just want to knock the ball in the park. It's like sometimes it's good to have just a base hit or, move a guy over or stuff like that. It's like it doesn't have to be necessarily be out of the park every single time. And of course, Deshaun is not meant to be a power hitter here. He's kind of a, your base guy that can, if there's guys on board here, he can pretty much knock them in by getting a bloop somewhere on the, out there in the outfield or something like that. Occasionally, if I can read the pitch very well with him, then we can see him start going on a launch party here with home runs like we did last season. As you see here, run this one over to second base. Of course, we're trying to get his abilities up so he can be able to steal bases, and that's kind of the thing here. They got something different. Now, next year's game, which I've been looking at and kind of watching videos about it, stuff like that, they kind of did away with what they did with these perks. So that's how you get your abilities up, so like that. I think now they went back to, you can make your player pretty much 99 overall and put your points at wherever they want, which I really like. But at the same time, I kind of wish there was a kind of a, you can put your points wherever you want, but like there's a cap. There's certain caps for certain positions and certain archetypes. I don't know if they got rid of archetypes on here for next year's game for 25, but it would be nice if they had some kind of system where you kind of capped off. So, if you're not meant to be a power hitter, you shouldn't be having power, numbers in the, in the upper 80s, lower 90s. And that's what, King is kind of like. He's kind of a guy that he has power. I would say probably upper 70s, lower 80s, but he's not necessarily, we could have ran that one, but nope. That's going to be an error there. E5 there on New York as we lead this one 2-0 with bases loaded now. And now we got Josh Bell coming up. But yeah, I'm really excited. We're already in the process of getting a new character ready for the channel here. And of course, we will do something really familiar, just like our Jaguar series, and of course some other series that I got processed in the works of right now, like NBA, stuff like that. We're doing our mission recondition type of series where we'll be taking one of the baseball teams here and kind of occasionally just jumping in the game, watch a couple innings here and there, and kind of see the process of how we're going to build this team up and how we're going to get into the World Series. As that ball flies right over that wall, I don't think we even had a shot there. And when I was sitting there the whole time when I was playing this, I'm like, what is the button to jump? And I realized it was R1. So I don't know, I doubt I could have got that ball, but nonetheless, it goes out of the ballpark. Michael A. Taylor hits his first home run of the season there, launches this one here. Take a look, and just smacks it out there to left center field. 393 there for him, as now Milwaukee has a 1-run lead. As Rashad's going to come up here to bat, top of the 6th. We'll see how things go for him, as he's had a pretty tough day here. 1 for 3 for the day, 1 for 6 so far here in the series, or I should say in this, or at least what so far we've seen so far here in this one. As now trying to get this at bat here, and we're not doing so well, not doing so hot here. As now we'll see what we can do here. And this one's going to be lofted up there. That's going to go out to left center field. Going to drop down for a base hit. That's going to put him on board here now, as he got his second hit in this ball game. He's now 2 for 4 here in today's game. And of course, having a good series here, especially guys with certain guys in the lineup here. We got to do well, obviously. Pitching has to come together here for us as well. Bullpen has to secure, leads and make sure they hold on to the lead. As we see now, Lane Thomas coming up. He's 1 for 3 for the game. And of course, King gonna get off the bag here just a little bit here. And of course, like I said, I would love to have him be a base stealer here. I wish, in a lot of ways, that MLB The Show would go back doing the year-to-year saves, because I would love to bring him in 25 and have him in that series, continue the series of that in that game. But unfortunately, I was really hoping that was going to be one of the big announcements this year, that they were going to bring back year-to-year saves. But apparently they don't know that yet, or I don't know if they're ignoring that, or if fans are not saying they wanted that. Because I know a lot of people in the MLB community, as you see a nice stolen base there. Not the best jump, but we got this stolen base nonetheless. So a little 90 feet closer to home. But I know a lot of people within the MLB community are wanting year-to-year saves, especially when it comes to Road to Glory or Road to Show, even franchise, it really in any of the modes, obviously with the exception of Diamond Dynasty. And of course, I've always had requests for that. And honestly, you're not going to see that here on this either this channel or the main channel, because I just don't really get into the card collecting aspect of things. I occasionally play it off cam just to kind of see what it's like every year, but I couldn't really do it for a series, and not to mention I'm not a big fan of playing online. People just, if you're playing too well, they get mad at you. You're playing, you're not playing hard enough, then they get mad at you. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation. As we see so far right now, we're not losing this one. We got a 2-1 lead, and we see that we're going to go ahead and walk out of here with a nice victory. So nice job here on opening day here for our boys, as the Brew Crew able to get the first win of the season, and we're able to knock off those Yankees. Yeah, that's what I definitely like that, especially as a Red Sox guy. Knocking off those Yankees. 2-1 victory there for us, as Carlos Rodon, he goes 5 1/3 innings of work, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 2 earned runs. Deshaun 2 for 4 in the game. He had 2 singles. Brandon there, 7 innings of work, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 earned. But take a look at the Yankees there. DJ LeMahieu had a tough day. They were 0 for 3. Carlos Stanton, and Suarez as well, 0 for 4 in that there. So not a good day, not a good start there for them for the season. Take a look here at the rest of the Yankees numbers there. And of course, there you see our Brew Crew there. 2 for 4 for us. We had that strikeout. We're at 500 right now. And of course, we like to try to keep that going here for us. But obviously, that average will start coming down here with a couple more games. But a good performance here for the first game. Obviously, you always want to win your opening day to kind of just set the mood, set the tone of the season, and of course set the tone of the series as we get ready for game 2 of this series here with the Yankees. As the Yankees looking to try to bounce back here, try to get a win here, and try to tie this up a game apiece here today. As you see Deshaun's numbers projected here this season, 40 home runs are projecting. I don't know about that, but maybe 100 plus RBIs, yes, I can see, but 40 home runs, I don't know. That's asking a lot. So Carlos standing now, up the bat, standing here, hitting this one here high and deep, and oh no, not again. This one's gonna go high. It's gonna go deep, and there you see, I cannot, for whatever reason. I was hitting the button to climb, but it just wouldn't let me. As Stan hits his first home run this season. It's a 1-0 lead here in Milwaukee as the Yankees are in the lead. And of course, Stanton bouncing back from his 0-4 game just less than 24 hours ago there. Bounces back and hits a home run. It's a 2-0 lead here for the Yankees. As we see the replay here in this one, yeah, he just puts power behind that. That ball's just gone. So here we go now. First at bat, got a runner on second with 2 away. And of course, Deshaun had a really good time there in the minors. I wish we could have stayed at least another. Well, no, excuse me, we were 2 years in the minors there. Wish we could have finished that second year there, and then eventually got called up. But then, you think about it, he probably would have never been in the position he was when we came up, and was able to, do what we did there last season. So, it's pretty crazy. As we'll see, of course, this will be his second year in the majors here, as we're in season number 3 of this Road to Show series, I should say. So he's, like I said, he spent some time in the minors. Guy finally got called up. And we'll see what he can do here as he takes that pitch. That's a 4-seam high and away. Or high and out of the zone, I should say. Of course, we're taking on Cole. Garrett Cole here. So this is going to be a tough couple of bats here. We got to kind of fill him out here and see what we can do. Got to try to get him to throw as many pitches as we can. And, of course, try to connect as much as we possibly can. Of course, against Big Coltrane there. So we'll go now to the 4th inning. As we'll see now, the Yankees added on another run there, making it now 3-0. Runner on first with nobody out. Deshaun, of course, grounded out there in that last at bat. There you see what he has looked at so far here. As he takes a ball here in this first at bat, or this next at bat here. First pitch going to be low. And like I said, King, we're going to try to move along this series as much as we possibly can. We're going to play a lot of, obviously, we're going to focus on a lot of the divisional games that are important for us. So, Cubbies, who are kind of predicted fight for that top spot there with us here in the NL Central, as well as, of course, go against the Reds and the Cardinals in the division as well. So, a lot of divisional battles, a lot of NL games will probably be featured in this season as we're trying to move along, and obviously, try to get some of those interleague games as well. So, when we're playing against out there, against teams like Seattle, Angels, Royals, stuff like that, we'll try to get those games in as well. So. We'll have, most episodes will have no more than probably 3 series at best, just depending on his at-bats and how well we do, or if something, crazy happens. But that would probably be the max. A lot of these episodes like this will be like, for the most part here, most episodes we'll try to, if we have a road trip, we'll try to fit that road trip in an episode, going from different ballpark to ballpark there. So, a lot of stuff going on here. Obviously, home stands are going to be important for us, especially when we play against our rivals in this division. As you see a run being walked in as Cole gives up his first run here by way of the walk. Nice job there from Ryan McMahon. Now Tyrone Taylor up to bat here, 0 for 1. He got bases loaded here, bottom of the 4th, nobody out. He's going to hit this one there. That's going to go right to the first baseman here. Throw this one at the plate, and they get us good. I thought we had it there, but that was just a good play there for the first baseman. Not going for that runner there at first, but forcing obviously getting the force out there at the plate. So no run comes across, but eventually we do get a run come across there. It's now 4 to 1. We're in the bottom half of the 6th. Nobody out here as we're leading off. And there you see, of course, won a gold glove last season. His first, hopefully of many. Pitch here. That should have been right there, but looks like they're going to say he's late. So now 0-2 count here for King as he'll dribble this one there. And the pitcher here is going to have to throw a quick one down to the first base line as he's going to be thrown out on this one. So, and of course, there you see our social media there on Twitter. Obviously, we're also on Instagram, as well as you see there, Discord. So definitely go check those out. The links are down below in the description. Really, that's the best way you guys can find out when, sometimes I'll drop the episode early so you guys can check it out there. So if you're especially on Discord, you can probably see it. These episodes like this up early, the course of the year here. Of course, obviously Discord's free, so you don't have to worry about paying for anything. So, but if you want to check out more content and stuff like that on Discord, there's quite a few on there that you guys can definitely go check it out. That was just a bad at bat there for King as he goes now 1 for 3. And unfortunately, the Yankees get the best of us here today. Start off very early there with that, of course, that Stanton home run. And did not do us any favors there. So we end up losing this one. 6-2 is your final score. As the Yankees had 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Brew Crew had 2 runs, 11 hits, no errors. King obviously did not show up here in this one here as he goes 1 for 4 in the ball game. There you see his rest of his teammates there. Freddie Cabrera gets the hit with a loss there. 5 innings of work. Gave up 8 hits, 7 strikeouts, and a couple of runs as well. Carlos Stanton had 2 home runs actually in this game. We didn't see the second one there, thank goodness, because it was probably another moon shot to outer space out there, still flying out there. Cole, of course, picked up his first win. There you see the numbers there for us as Ryan McMahon helped out there. He tried to do his best. But yeah, unfortunately, we will come up short in this one. So now Soriano Luis Soriano, B potential, 86 overall. He's been in the league almost now for a decade. And he's from the DR. As he is 6'2", 218 pounds, 31 years of age. He's a righty, and there you see his numbers from last year: 392 average, and his WAR at 3.4. So now back at American Family Ballpark here, as we try to settle this series here in this final game of this 3-game set. As both teams have a game apiece here, and now our job is to try to defend home and try to not go lose 2 straight here against this Yankee squad here. So Judd's going to be up to bat here, top of the first, nobody out, or excuse me, 2 out, nobody on, I should say. And we'll see what Judd can do here. Hopefully this is not going to be a rocket launcher here out to deep center field. But we'll see this one here, and we're going to have to get on our horse for this one here as we're going to get to the wall. Can we get there? Oh, nice dive there as we get the catch, and that'll be it for the first inning. What a play there from Deshaun as he stretches out and puts his glove up there and gets the catch. Nice play there from him, as that will end the top half of the first. Bottom half of the first coming up here. Runner on first with 2 away. Right now hitting a 375 here in these 2 games that we've been in so far here. We'll see what we can try to do here in this at-bat. Try to see if we can obviously get on board, but most importantly, try to advance this runner and get this runner scoring. Well, actually, no, we have to get on board here. 2 out. So we'll see what we can try to do. As he goes after that pitch there. It's now 0-2. We're in trouble. Got to protect the plate here. So you see his contact's at 94. So he's not the, he's got more contact. We should be focusing on that here. He's 91 power as we take a good eye there. Take that pitch. Now 1-2 count here for King. King looking to try to drive this ball here. Try to keep it on the ground. Try to get past the infield. And just get a base hit and let the next guy step up and try to get him home. 2-2 count here for King. Runner on first, 2 away. And he takes another pitch. That's a circle change inside. Doesn't go after it. So I'm sure Soriano's probably wondering, like, okay, this guy's just too patient here. Full count coming up. Runner's going to take off. And that is going to be ball number 4. Nice job there from King as he takes the pitch there and earns himself a walk. First walk of the season there for King as he is now on board here at first base. Of course, next batter up here. 2-2 count here for Luis Uris. As he's taking a pitch here. He's going to hit this one there. That's going to drop down to shallow left field. The runner's going to come in and try to score, and the runner's going to be in there, no problem. 1-0 lead here from Milwaukee with 2 away. Nice job there. As our batter in the 5th hole here steps up and gets a nice bloop shot there, brings that runner home. And now we have Ryan McMahon next to bat. 25 home runs last season, 83 RBIs, hitting at 254 last season. We'll see what he can do here in this situation. McMahon usually does a pretty good job here in situations like this. We'll see if he can step up to the plate here again. Hits this one there. That's going to go past the second base. And now King's going to come around to score from second. As nice job there. This is a 2-0 lead here. And like I said, Ryan McMahon does a great job there being clutch in situations like this. He's able to just drive this one past the pitcher up the middle. Exactly where nobody was at. And of course, brings in a run there by way of the Sean King. So now we see the lead is now here 2-1 as we're in the bottom half of the 3rd. And of course, obviously in this series, we do show offense and obviously offense, but we'll also show some defense if we happen to do something successful or cool, catch or slide catch or something like that. But for the most part here, we're going to show the hitting, show the good hitting. Sometimes we'll show the bad hitting as well because not perfect at all. I'm just like most people in these games here. I play on veteran. Still. After all these years, I'm still not as good as I think I am. Of course, it's been a while since I played this, so obviously that's why you're seeing some of these early on, these bad swings here from this. But King's going to take off down the right field line going to first, and he's going to get thrown out there quickly. And that'll end the side. As we go now to the bottom half of the 6th, we'll see King up to bat here again. 0-2 here. He's walked. And, of course, on that walk, it came in as a run by way of McMahon. As we'll see, bottom of the 8th here, 2 out, nobody on, and he takes a pitch there. That was a good look there, good pitch, as he takes that one looking. 0-1 count. See Garcia here out on the mound. Garcia, of course, trying to quickly move King off the plate here as quickly as he can. He put that ball in the wrong spot there, and Deshaun King going to get his first home run of the season. Beautiful shot there over the left field as he pulls that ball. That is a long ball indeed, and that's what everybody's waiting for here as we see a first home run of the season here in game number 3 between the Brew Crew and the Yankees. Nice job as he hits his first home run there, and beautiful shot. Take a look at this. A solo shot of all things. He knew he had every stitch of that ball. That ball was screaming out of here. Take a look at this cast stats here presented by Google Cloud. And that's just a beautiful shot there. And that is going to help us lock the win as the Brew Crew come out of this series here, win this one 2-1. Win the series 2-1. And they win this one 4-1 is your final here today. So nice job there. As King just decides to finally get his bat to show up here. It takes off and hits a beautiful shot there late in the ball game. Seals the deal here for the Brew Crew to get the win. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors there for Milwaukee. For New York, 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error for them. And both Judge and looks like Carlos was not in the game here. So, but Judge 0 for 4 there. So we were able to clamp down Judge there in this game 3. So you take a look here at the Milwaukee Brewers crew. Ian Happ 0 for 3, but he did have a run and a walk. He's got a 273 average. McMahon 1 for 3, RBI, walk and a strikeout there for him at 222. Tyrone Taylor playing really well there. 1 for 3, run, and he's hitting a 429 right now. So he's doing a great job there. And of course, bringing in some RBIs as well. So to take a look here, we update the latest standings here. Obviously, of course, we got to fight with the Cubbies here this season. But yeah, you see Cubbies 3-0, Reds at 2-1 along with us. Cardinals 1-2, and then you see 0-3 Pirates. And then take a look at in the East right now. Braves right now first place 3-1. Phillies, who we'll be seeing here in this next series here in today's episode, they're currently 2-1, just a half a game behind the Braves. And we'll take a look here in the West. Dodgers right now trailing just a half a game behind the Giants. Giants have right now 3-1. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Diamondbacks, Padres, and Rockies. And then we'll take a look at the East. Rays right now in the American League East lead this one 3-0. My Red Sox 2-1. Yankees, of course, 1-2. Orioles 1-2. And the Blue Jays, surprisingly enough, 0-3 there. They have a really tough go. In the Central, in the American League Central, Twins played a 4-game series. They sweep that series there. Royals 3-1, Tigers 2-1, Guardians 1-2, and White Sox 1-2. Take a look here in the American League West. You got the Astros right now tied with the Athletics 2-1. Rangers currently 1-2, just a game back behind both of those two teams. Mariners 1-3, and of course the Angels 0-4, as they got beaten pretty good there by the Twins to start off the season. So there you see a 3-game set there, as we'll see Andrew Painter, the possible starter here for that game. Of course, we also see James MacArthur, and also I forgot who the last guy was there for us, or for them. But there you see their lineup. Obviously, got Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber. So that's a dangerous 3-4 hole there. Brandon Marsh also did pretty well last year. We've seen him in a couple games. He was very impressive. But we got a rookie here coming up here, so we're hoping that we can take advantage of this with his his still wet behind the ears as a MLB player. Andrew Painter, a potential 78 overall. He's from Florida, 6'7", 215 pounds, 21 years of age, just coming out of college here. And of course, there you see last year he had a couple of starts there, getting called up from. He had like 20 starts there, so yeah, he got called up pretty early there. And probably before All-Star break there. 20 games he was in. He had 15 starts, 7-7 for his season there. 93.2 innings of work. He gave up 54 runs, 50 earned, and 16 home runs for the season. His WAR is at 0.3 there. So he is still, getting used to how this, system works, and of course getting used to playing on the big leagues. And obviously, we're going to try to do our best to try to take advantage of that here. So I'm hoping that he'll give up some pitches here, and we can try to take advantage of that here. As you see, the house is packed here at American Family Field as we're getting ready for our second series of the season. And of course, we're taking on the Phillies, who are right now just trailing a game and a half behind the Braves. So they would definitely like to try to survive in this series here. We'll see what we can do here, as we're already down by 3. We got 2 runners on board here with 1 out. course, King right now hitting 364. And just take a pitch there, and that's going to be a four-seamer outside. And like I said, the Phillies just trying to, obviously Phillies, that division gets pretty competitive, and the Phillies would love to keep in pace with the Braves down there in Atlanta. So they are definitely going to be already showing that they're not going to be pushed over here. 0-2 count here for Deshaun King, looking to see if he can get this one past the infield and, of course, keep the inning alive. And unfortunately, he's not going to be doing anything there, as that's going to be out number 2 as Painter gets into chase there on that pitch. So now we'll go to the bottom half of the third. And you see now Phillies still lead this one here 3-0 as we got our first dynamic challenge of the season. And if you guys have been watching this series, you know how this goes. If you actually have been watching any of my Road to Glory series here on this channel or on the main channel, sometimes these challenges don't work out for the best for us. As we go ahead and take the first, oh no, we're going to go after the first pitch there. We're going to hit this one over there to the first baseman, and we're going to get thrown. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. I hate that. They don't never tell us if we're safe or not. I figured we were safe, and I could have sworn I took my hands off the stick there to stop running, but apparently we get tagged out as we turn first. So, okay. Not so good here to start off now as we see another dynamic challenge here. I believe we do successfully get that first challenge done, so that's a good thing. We'll see what we can try to do here on this next challenge coming up here. We're down by a run here in the bottom half of the 5th with nobody on board and with one out. And it looks like we're going to try to only swing at only pitches that are pitched inside the zone. So we'll see what we can do here against Painter this time as we go after the pitch, and we already failed the challenge. Great job there. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see what we can try to do here. Just try to see if we at least get on board here and get a inning going here for us as we go for the next pitch there. And that's going to be a changeup there, low and away. 0-2 here for Deshaun. And we'll see the pitch here. That's going to be a low slider there, as Deshaun being very aware of that pitch that time around. 1-for-2 here. And we go swinging as we go chasing there. Forcing fastball outside the zone there, and that's going to be a strikeout there as the fans not liking that at all. And like I said, Sean, he had a rough go last year, but then once he got the course of the season going there for himself, he started to, break out. And we'll see. That might be sort of the same thing, especially this being his sophomore year, really. Hopefully, we don't get in a rut here and be in a sophomore slump. As we'll see now, we're lead this one by 1. This is 4-3 here in the bottom half of the 7th with 1 out and 1 on as the runner is being checked over there at first. We'll see that Painter no longer in the game as Whitgardner here hits this one or pitches this one there to King. And King gonna end up just flying this one out to deep center field to the fellow center fielder. That's going to, of course, be Brandon Marsh on the catch. As now we go to the 9th inning here, and this one has really got out of control. As Philly's starting to roar back here. They have a 3-run lead over us right now here in the 9th inning with 2 away. So a lot of miracles need to be, a lot of people need to be praying for a huge miracle, coming up here in this at-bat and in this inning. As the bullpen here gets the biggest hit, or biggest batter here to fly out, and that is how this one's going to end. Phillies pick up the first win of the series. They win this one 8-5 is your final. As we went after the first pitch there, and Phillies, they did their game plan. They definitely executed what they wanted to do. Got us to obviously swing after pitches that we shouldn't be swinging after. As Philly win this one here 8-5. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors there for Philly. For Milwaukee, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Nick Whitgarn, 2 innings of work and 2 hits. He's got the player of the game there for the Phillies. He picks up a win. And there you see some of Philly's numbers there. Of course, Deshaun, tough day for him. Excuse me. 1 for 4. Two strikeouts, I believe. And right now hitting at 313. Really tough day for him. And of course that lineup, that mid part of the lineup there as well. It's for the most part here, we just got to kind of just, forget about it. We got to put it in the past and kind of move on to the next game here coming up. So game number 2 of this series here between us and the Phillies, as we see James MacArthur. He's a rookie, and of course you see his numbers there. They are blank. This is going to be his first MLB start here today. 28 years of age. He's a 67 overall, and obviously we are going to try to do our best to jump on him as quickly as we possibly can. As we have a runner on board here now, as he's already thrown 6 pitches here. As the runner is on board at first. And of course we take the first pitch here for a ball. So MacArthur, a youngster, he'd been in the minors for a while there, it looks like. And of course now this is his first season here being called up to the majors. He's hit a nice hit there to right field. Beautiful shot there. That's going to be good enough for a 2-bagger, as that's going to be exactly what we get. And not to mention an RBI, so the go-ahead run comes in to score. And we lead this one 1-0. So now we'll see Ryan McMahon up next here. Still with 1 out, 1 on now. McMahon has a pretty good count now, 3-0 count. So this is in favor of him. As he looks for the pitch there, and that's going to be ball number 4. And he is going to be granted a walk. So MacArthur already in trouble already here now. And of course that comes from his inexperience of dealing with MLB batters here. We'll see what we can try to do here today. Hopefully we can get Hap to, of course he's a veteran. Hopefully he can find a pitch here, a mistake pitch here. So we see this one here, skied out to right field. This one's going to go back. It's going to be deep, and it's going to be dropped. No, it's going to be caught, as we cannot advance there. I was wondering, I was like, where is the, I don't see the other runner coming near me, but yeah, that is a high, deep fly ball out there. I thought it hit off the wall. I was going to advance, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case. So next batter here, 2-0. We'll see what Luis can do here for us, as he's got an 0-1 count. He's going to hit this one over the right field as well. This is going to be deep, but not enough there to be a home run, or short enough to be a hit of some sort, as they fly out there to right. And we'll leave 2 runners stranded there in its bottom half of the first. As we move on now to the 3rd inning. 3rd inning coming up here. I had a double and RBI already here in today's game, but Philly able to jump back in the lead here. They have now a 2-run lead. It's 3-1. King up to bat here. Looking at a 1-1 day so far here. He's looking pretty good. You see the last 4 games. A little bit tough here for him, but nonetheless, he's trying to do his best here. So he's trying to at least try to get this series back in their position here and try to get a win here today. 2-0 count here for King. King here slaps this one over the third base, and the third baseman is going to make an easy play, just a nice routine play over the first, and that's going to retire King there in the 3rd inning. So 2 away, as now we jump to the 5th inning here. Philly still lead by 2. This time King has 2 runners on board here with an out. We'll see if he can now try to get something going now with runners in scoring position. King takes a pitch here. He's going to take the first pitch, and it's going to be a 4-seamer outside there. 1-0. Philly looking to see a pitch here. They're going to get this one here. It's going to be launched. It's going to go off the out-of-town scoreboard. That's going to be a great job there, as he's going to bring in a run. And then the ball's overthrown. King realizes it now. He's going to try to go for 3. And now they have tied it up as the tying run comes in off that error. Nice play there. Bad throw there from the shortstop there, or whoever it was that was throwing that. They overthrow there to try to get us out. and that helps us get a 2 runs in the on the ledger there, making it out 3-3 ball game. So bottom of the 5th here with 1 out. Ryan McMahon has a 3-0 count here. And he takes the pitch, and that's going to be a walk, as now we have runners on the corners now here with 1 away. So the question is now, can we get Ian Happ here to slap one up the middle, and of course bring home a run and take the game back here with the lead. Full count here for Ian Happ. He swings and misses, and that's going to be out number 2 here for the Milwaukee Brewers. As MacArthur fights his way out of this one here, and now he's definitely trying to get himself. He doesn't like. Obviously, we had the lead here, and now he's trying to keep this tie where it's at, and at least try to get out of the inning here to get his own offense out here. So runners on the corners here, 0-1 count here for Luis. Luis here slaps this one there. That's going to go over to first, and just a routine play there. That's going to be the final out of the inning. So we're able to come back as we score 2 runs off an error. Milwaukee tied it up now 3-3 here against Philly as we go down to the 7th inning. Philly able to turn things around here is now Drew Smith out here to pitch. So looks like the youngster MacArthur able to probably get the win here if they can hold. If the bullpen can obviously hold this 2-run lead. King up to bat here. He's of course 2 for 3 here today's game. 2-run lead here for the Phillies as they have runners on first and second coming up here with nobody out. King looking here to try to break this up, and be nice if he can hit a nice moonshot over the wall here and take the game by a run, but let's just be reasonable here. Just get a base hit, and hopefully be able to bring that runner home from second to home here off this hit. That ball is going to be shallow. It's going to be caught, and no runner is going to be able to advance as King is going to be thrown. That's going to be a ball be out. That would be the first out of the inning. Nice hustle there from Stevenson on that play. And unfortunately, we cannot come back as Turner and the Phillies here get the 2nd straight win here today. Yeah, in this series. So they win this one here. They had a couple more runs. They had release another run on the board here. Making it 9-3 is your final. 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Philly. As Milwaukee, 3 runs, 7 hits, and a run. King, of course, 2 for 4 in the game with two doubles, 3 RBIs, and he ends the day with hitting a .350 for his average. Not a good time there with Ian Happ going 0 for 4. We also had Josh Bell, who's I'm hoping that he's going to do something there for us there in the bottom 3rd of the lineup, and he goes 0 for 4 as well. So now we get more trouble here is because now we have to deal with Ranger Suarez. Ranger Suarez, of course, been in the league for 5 seasons. He's a southpaw from Venezuela, 29 years of age, 6'1", 217 pounds, B potential, 84 overall, and of course there you see his attributes there. And of course he was of course he's been playing for the Phillies for quite some time here. At 33 games, he had 33 starts. He's 11-14 last season. Had over 200 innings of work there on the hill. 205 hits, 101 runs, 86 earned runs, 26 home runs, 54 walks, and 138 strikeouts. And his ERA was at 3.86. As we see his whip at 1.31. And of course, a couple of complete games there. And of course, a couple of shutouts. And now we're just trying to see if we can just try to survive here and try to avoid the Phillies breaking out the brooms here today, as this is going to be the 3rd and final game of this series. Let's see if we can end the episode here today on a good note and try to see if we can at least, we're going to lose the series, but at least we can try to walk out of here with a victory and stop them from getting a sweep on us. As you see there, Phillies lead this series now 2-0. So let's go out here. We'll see what we can do here. It's a early game So they do have the roof open here. And it's you see the wind blowing from right to left on the field. Bottom of the first here. Runner's going to take off, and King's going to back up as we see a stolen base there. Nice job there as we get a runner in scoring position here. And we'll see here, this will be Straw, as he does a great job there getting the jump there. And, of course, getting himself in position there for a stolen base. So now we just need our big boy here, King, to do something here with the runner on board here at second base with the 0-1 count. We need a base hit. The runner's going to take off again. And this one's going to stop him from stealing the base there. Is this going to be a foul ball? So we're kind of, I guess, they're looking at trying to do the hit and run here. We'll see if it'll work this time around. 0 for 2. And the ball is going to be outside there. That's going to be a circle change as they're trying to get, of course, King to chase. And, of course, King's been doing that here some in this series, and not to mention the Yankee series. And they try to go off the inside there. See, that's going to be a sinker at low and inside. As it makes now 2-2. So 2-2 count here for King. Of course, King knows he just got to get a base hit and try to get this one past the infield here, and that run could possibly score from second base there off this hit. You see Torres, he knows that he's got to throw some off-speed pitches here to throw us off, and of course avoid that from happening. And see the ball in the dirt, and the runner will stay at second. A little bit of a cat and mouse game here. Take a look at the spread of the pitches here. Full count. King here hits this one. That's going to be a sinker, low and out of the zone. Gets a piece of it there. See if he can connect with the whole enchilada here. Full count. Ball being pitched here. That's going to be a chopper. And that is not going to be helpful for us at all as he gets thrown out there. Nice play there from third baseman. Jumping on top of that. Keeping the runner at second. Now 2 away. We'll go now to a bottom of the third. Bases are empty with 2 out. King here. And now those shadows are starting to creep in here. That's one thing I love about the show. They just do a great job here with a lot of detail. Getting the real life look at the plate and showing the shadows, and of course that's gonna mess with your eyes there, trying to track that ball and try to swing. It's just realistic of just like in real life how the players have to deal with the shadows and sun in their eyes and all that kind of stuff. You see, that one snuck up on him. That's gonna be a strikeout, getting him looking. So now bottom of the 6 here. I definitely think he wants revenge here on Sanchez. Or excuse me, Suarez here. 4-2. Bases are empty, 1 out. King looking for a pitch here, and he definitely goes after that first pitch inside. That's going to be a circle change there on him. Wasn't really expecting that to be a strikeout pitch there, but it was. As he takes the cut fastball there. That's going to go be in the zone. So he gets a bit of the cut fastball. We'll see what they'll try to do here on this 0-2. Assuming they'll get him a chase, and they did try to get him the chase there, but he was pretty good at making sure that was not going to be the case. So now 1-2 count here. Seeing the pitch here inside. This one's going to get hit up here high and deep, going out to right center field, and that ball is going to be caught there by Brandon Marsh. As he's able to reel that one in. So we're able to tie it up now 5-all here at the bottom half of the 7th, but there's 2 runners on board and 2 away. We'll see what we can try to do here in this situation. Obviously, try to get a base hit here, keep this inning alive, and just see what the next batter can do. See the pitch here, and of course this is Nick Whitgreen. He's pitching out of the bullpen here today again. He's had our number here so far in this series. 1-1 count. Goes after that 4-seam fastball, high and a little bit out of the zone. Makes it a 1-2 count, still in position of the pitcher. King here, trying to deal with the shadows. And he swings and misses there on that one. He is pissed as he chucks the bat over to the dugout there. Couldn't bring nobody home as we now go to the bottom half of the 9th. Now, This is a big opportunity for him. Base hit will obviously bring him in as Albert Abreu will come up to pitch here. With 2 away. King goes out of the first pitch. That's a sinker. High and inside. Base hit up the middle here. Will definitely score the run. That'll be the ball game. As King hits this one there, and that's going to be a foul ball. No one's able to get to that one. 0-2 count here for King. He's looking to, of course, get this run here, and that's going to be a ground ball over to shorts, and shortstop going to make a nice throw to the first, and that's going to retire the side. So we're going to play extra innings here now. It's tied up 5-5. We'll see what we can try to do here in extras. And, of course, remember, in the extras, you get a runner on second base. So we got the extra innings rule applied right now. So runner on second, nobody out here. Alex Thomas up to bat here for Philly. As Wilson here has the batter here pops this one up here. That's going to be caught. Throw this one in here quickly. And oh, that ball's going to be thrown off target there by King. And that's going to move the runner up now 90 feet. And I think that right there, that might be the error that is going to haunt the Brew Crew. As that's going to be an E8. That's going to be on King. As now the runner's up 90 feet. As they do score that run. And now we'll see King at second base here. As he's going to be the runner on second. As now we'll see William Contreras now up to bat here. William here hits this one here high. But it's not going to be deep enough. And King's going to have to get back to the second base bag there if he doesn't want to get thrown out. As Philly here has a 1-run lead here. See what Ian Happ can do here as he can try to bring that runner home here with a base hit. Obviously, King has the ability to score from second to home. We'll see if he can do so here. 0-2 count here for Ian Happ. Ian Happ has not had a good series here against Philly, and he's going to show that again here as he strikes out as well. As there's now 2 away and 1 runner on base here. We just need a simple base hit here, fellas. And we can get this game tied up now 6-all and play some more extras here for these fans. But who is going to step up to the plate here for that? Rhymesman's up next here. McMahon 0 for 3. This will be a big at-bat here for him. He'll possibly be the hero of the game. McMahon here hits it. Oh, he swings and misses there. And that is going to be your ball game. As the Phillies able to break out the brooms here and sweep us out of our own house. Phillies win this one 3-0. And they win this one 6-5 here today in extras. As Bryce Wilson gets hit with the loss. Second loss of the season there for him. King, it's tough to talk about his performance here today as he goes 0 for 5. And, of course, obviously that error that we had there in extras really kind of screwed the pooch there for us as that ball was just thrown. I did not even throw. I just tapped the button just to throw it back in. And they have us throwing it, off target and everything. I mean, I know he doesn't have the best throwing ability, but it's like, seriously, that wouldn't have been the case there. I was like, I was just throwing it to the cutoff man. Like, it can't be that throw cannot be that bad, that off target. I did not, I just tapped the button. Jeez. But nonetheless, that's how it happened. That's how it goes. So we'll just have to deal with it and forget about it and just get ready for this next series coming up here. So now that puts us in last place for the time being. We're currently 2-4. Right now, there's a 3-way tie for last place. Besides us, we got the Cardinals and Pirates there. Right now, the Reds and Cubbies looking really good right now. Cubbies looking 6-0. They're playing really good baseball right there. And then 4-2 there for the Reds. Speaking of Cubbies, coming up in the next episode there, in episode 53, we're going to be having a road trip here. We're going to head off to the friendly confines of Chicago there on the north side, taking on the Chicago Cubbies in a 3-game series there, a nice little weekend series. Then we head off to San Francisco to take on the Giants in a 3-game set there with them. So 6 games in the next episode. Of course, we'll obviously kind of just poke our head in a couple of those at-bats and see how well we do. And that'll be a nice little road trip. Our first road trip of the season. Hopefully, we can turn things around here pretty quickly here, especially if we can get some wins off of the Cubbies. That would definitely be a huge morale boost, and of course that will definitely shake up the division some and put us back in first place. But yeah, we got to do the work here. We get a day off on that Thursday, but head out to Chicago for that series there. Of course, it's not a far trip there for us, just about a good 2-hour drive south. But we'll see how things go coming up in that next episode, so stick around for that. That video should be coming out here in the next couple of days here, so stay tuned for that. But that's it for this episode. I'm glad to bring back some Road to Glory here. Like I said, we'll have a new Road to Glory series coming up here very soon when MLB The Show 25 comes out. And of course, the next couple of well, by the time this video comes out, the game should be out already. If not, I think this series will bring this video and just restart this series back up a week before the announcement, or a week before the game is launched. So a lot of stuff still, they're still giving out some information about the game. Still early, but for the most part, I'm really excited about baseball coming up, especially with some ideas for some series when it comes to franchise mode as well. So, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Road to Glory. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new here on ESGN Plus LP. And of course, check out our other Road to Glory series with Alex Humberto here on the channel, as well as our other Road to Glory series. They're all starting over there on on ESGNet, the main channel here on YouTube. You guys can check out his older brother, DeMarcus King, with him and the A's there, and of course other great Road to Glory, or Road to Show, I should say, career modes on there on the main channel. But again, that's it for me. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.